fuck was that? Jesus. Why are you sitting so close to the table with that chair? It is what it is. Alright, I'm back. Had to get my little buddies there. My little buddies. Channel mascots. I love them. You don't like them, you don't have to. They're here. They're permanent fixtures on the channel now. I got them a cot and they sleep in the room with me. Got a nice little bunk bed over in the corner. They're very cozy. I noticed the grass in the backyard. I don't know, it almost looked like in the one section like it had a circle imprint about the size of a small disc. It was like pressed down a little bit. It wasn't like major, but like you could almost make it out. And I'm thinking to myself, man, that would be fucking awesome. My son seen one right outside the fucking window. I had that fucking, what I thought was a dream but wasn't a dream. That wicked situation where I kept hearing voices telling me I was going to die. Telling me you're going to die and to come outside. And I tried to get up and something wouldn't let me get up out of the bed. It was like almost something physically was holding me down and I couldn't move my body. It was fucked up. And it was at like 3 in the morning. Then the next morning my son tells me at 3 in the morning he woke up out of a deep sleep. Someone told him to get up and look out the window. And he looked out the window and there was a giant orb like light hovering right above the tree. Right here by our backyard. That's the same night I heard you're going to die and voices telling me to go outside in my sleep. And so I figured it was a dream. So I like forced myself awake from the dream. You know, I don't know if I was dreaming. I'm pretty sure I was dreaming. I don't think I was sleeping. I tried to wake myself up. And it was hard at first. I couldn't. But then I finally did. And then I just couldn't get out of bed for a sec. I don't understand what it was. So it was like something was just holding me there for a good 10 minutes. And I was finally able to get up. And I got up and walked around and went to the bathroom. And the next day my son told me what happened to him at 3. So, you know, stranger things have happened, people. The UFO sightings every day now. It's every day. If you go and type in the search engine something, you know, UFO sighting and type the date, you might have to scroll down real far, but you're going to find a UFO sighting. They're every day now, people. This is every day. Somebody's getting something on video every single fucking day. CGI or no CGI, something's getting on video every day. And it's been a weird year, you know, it's been a really weird fucking year. It's been a crazy year. The end of this year, you know, is turned out to be a whole lot worse than, you know, the rest of the year was, even though I thought the rest of the year was horrible. 2018, I'm glad it's gone. I'm glad 2018's gone because things are just going to get wickeder as days progress, months progress, years progress. The sightings are going to increase. I firmly believe that we are headed for a extinction level event, and I'm kind of hoping disclosure would come before that, before the extinction level event. Now, I don't know what type of extinction level event it's going to be, whether that be, alien invasion, asteroids hitting us. Um, it could be a variety of different things. You know, my guess would be probably asteroid, and that's why they're building the bunkers and shit. Because they probably know it's going to be a pretty serious asteroid, but not serious enough to overtake their bunkers. Or else they would probably just leave planet Earth and go somewhere else. There's a reason there's these bunkers everywhere, people. And these underground cities and tunnels and fucking actual highways that lead from one base to another all over the country. One might be running under your city as we speak, people. You never know. You never know. They're all over. They're all over. There's been shit tons of videos on them too. Interviewing the truck drivers and everything, so it's documented, it's out there. They're preparing. Preparing for what? They haven't told us. They might think it's too far in the future yet to even have for us to even have to worry about it, so they don't say anything. Will they say anything? I don't know. I think they would have to, because there's so many, there's so many low-level astronomists and stuff out there. Somebody would eventually see this thing coming and start running his mouth. So I think, they would have to eventually tell us. But I'm pretty positive that they would probably wait to the last possible second to tell us something like that was going to happen here on Earth. If you told everybody that an asteroid was going to hit Earth and, we were basically all doomed, this is it, extinction level event. And you told that to the people, a year in advance or months in advance, we would extinction level event ourselves. We would be going crazy because everything would stop. Stores, it would be just complete chaos everywhere. And motherfuckers would try to get in that bunker and they'd be ramming tanks through it and fucking. They don't want that. You know what I mean? They can't have that because that risks their protection as well. Because if we had 3 months to try to figure out a way to get inside that fucking thing, and there's fucking millions, if not hundreds of thousands of us digging and everything, whatever the fuck, with bobcat, backhoe, whatever, we'll get inside that fucking thing. So they can't tell us because, that would only hinder their plans to protect them and themselves. So if they did tell us, it wouldn't be till, I don't know. When do you think they would tell us? A day in advance? Hours in advance? I think of us 48 to 72 hour notice. I think they'll be nice enough to do that. Because that's enough time to cause some chaos, but not enough chaos to really get inside their bunk. You get what I'm saying? People ain't going to be really thinking about that. People are going to want to go out and screw as many people as they can, do as many drugs as they can, and, just live it up for those 3 days. Party hardy. So, that's going to be my guess. If an extinction level event were to happen, and I think one is in our future very soon. And when I mean soon, I'm not saying next week, I'm not saying next month. I believe it's 2019. I believe no longer than 3 years we have left. You know, if aliens are so nice, why wouldn't they come down and tell us what's coming? Why wouldn't they help us escape? Bring us to a planet where we could survive? We know they don't want to kill us, but maybe that's because they already know we're already doomed anyways, and they know it's only a matter of time before a space rock hits us. But then why can't they destroy the space rocks in space? Why can't we pull a Billy Bob Thornton Armageddon type movie and go up there and blow up the asteroids ourselves? There's speculation out there that that's already been done. People, that's already been done, supposedly. That T-Rex rocket, the Tyrannosaurus, whatever, they had a rocket called fucking something Rex or whatever, and I had a picture of the dinosaur like fucking biting apart the fucking asteroid like a space rock or something on there. And it's kind of a kick in the face to the asteroids, like basically telling them we're not gonna, you're not gonna kill us like you did last time. The dinosaurs will fucking definitely, and I bet you they put some dino DNA on there or something too, on that bomb as payback or something. Now, did that actually happen? I don't fucking know. I'd like to think it did happen, because that's right around the time Sione was fucking talking about asteroids hitting us. That's the exact time frame when they sent up that Saurus, the Saurus Rex, or whatever the fuck it was called. That was right around the same time that he was talking about asteroids hitting us, so... You know, and that's when I first got into the whole Planet X and, shit. And I was going nuts. I was outside 24 hours a day with my eyeballs glued to the skies. I seen some meteors, and it scared the shit out of me late at night. But no asteroids ever hit us. And did they blow one up? We'll never know the answers to that one. If they disclose any information about UFOs, they ain't going to tell us anything about that. That we came this close to annihilation. They would not tell you. Because that would leave you thinking, oh man, this could happen again. And it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. I firmly believe that there are other planets that, we can reach with our technology that, can inhabit life. You know what I mean? I believe that there are planets out there that we can survive on, that we can get to, not us per se, but, with the secret government and all their technologies, with the TR-3B and all that. I believe we can get to planets that do have, characteristics and features same as Earth. I firmly believe that. There's got to be another planet out there like this one. They're not all just fucking big giant rock basically spinning with nothing on it. It can't be. It just can't. Can't be, people. It just can't be. What's going on, G4? And what's going on, Akon Life? They're not exactly alien. 2025. 2025. That's your pick? I'm going to go 2021 or 2022. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. So I think 2 or 3. 2 or 3 tops. But then why bother going through all this shit with, putting these shows out about UFOs like they're getting ready to disclose one of these years if they knew something bad was going to happen? So maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe nothing is going to happen, and maybe we're just going to keep living and keep, but it's a sad world. I was thinking today about how, we have evolved from even just the last few decades, like the 70s, 80s, 90s into the 2000s and up. Like, the kids just, they have no respect these days, no manners, they're out there killing people. Like, it's a fucked up world, man. It really is. And it's not going to get better, because then you're going to have those same people that go around killing and doing that. They're going to be the ones having kids and raising other kids to be like them. And the cycle continues. We'll extinction level ourselves eventually. A million years from now, we probably will. Or not even. We can kill ourselves with a nuclear war with another country. I heard something about Russia, nuclear missiles in space or some shit like this. I seen this on the TV the other day. Something about Russia and nuclear missiles in space, that they had missiles in space now or some shit. I don't fucking know. They use teleportation. Who uses teleportation? UFOs? I believe you're right. Because I've seen them just be there, and then just there'd be like a flash of light, and then they're gone. So how do you explain that? You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like they're leaving this time realm and jumping somewhere else at another point in time in history or in I don't know. But it seems like that. I've heard stories saying that they're from the future, things like that. I don't know how true that is either. Hey, Debbie. Happy New Year, Debbie. Glad you could make it. I think when I start thinking that we're getting closer to disclosure, I start seeing more signs that we don't have much time left here on this earth to even prepare for anything. And I want disclosure really fucking bad, and if I'm not going to be around to see it, well, that just fucking sucks. That sucks. And I hope that's not the fucking case. Hey, Boost. Pound for Boost. 2 pounds for Boost. Hey. Weren't those mine? Oh, those were the ones I was going to give away the one time. Yeah. And, who won? Twiggy. Twiggy won them, and then Twiggy didn't want them. She was scared I was going to use her, address to, do bad things. Kiss the alien at? Good luck. Oh, Boost gave it 3. Boom. Disclosure, though, man. What's going on with this blue light situation? Because nobody has really, explained this situation. And, and as the days are progressing, we're having cases of this happening in multiple locations on the same night. New York City being, the biggest. Louisiana, the second biggest. But there was also sightings in Michigan. And my son also seen sightings coming from Canada's direction. So all we know, and I've seen this kind of blue flash in the sky before. I've seen it. Not that night. I've seen it last summer. And I was wondering I thought it was just lightning, but it looked just like that. But it wasn't long. It didn't last long. It was only a few seconds. Something major happened. I don't know what that is. Nobody knows what that is. People are saying it's UFO related. Others are saying it's fucking, Transformers blowing up. We talked about possibly maybe it's, aliens doing a test run on us and hitting a few grids just to see, how capable we are of responding to them, things like that. So,
It's your lifesaver. Put it in his hands.
And it's going to stay. It's not going to stay. Because his hand's sitting at a certain... Oh, there you go. Oh.
What? It is a lifesaver.
There we go. He can hold it like that. Boost said Happy New Year.
Same to him. Oh, I said to him already.
Paula?
Testing energy devices. What do you mean by that? And who do you mean by that?
Where?
You mean with this whole blue light incident? It could have been a dry run, is what I'm saying, to prepare for a bigger one. Or it could have been us. It could have been us. Let's just wake up and smell the crystals, people. It could have been us. It really could have been us. The TR3s, those things, I'm in firm belief that 90% of those things what is it?
The spinners?
Oh, 90% of the TRs that you see in the sky, I believe, belong to us. And almost, why is there a shit ton of TR3 sightings near military bases? Because they're ours. That's why. Us, U.S., we have a major ego. We want to outdo everybody, okay? So think of it, okay? The alien races, they have the disc-shaped saucers. You get what I'm saying? They have the discs. So we say, okay, we're going to step it up. We got your technology from the crafts, and we're going to one you up better off of your own technology, and we're going to build us some triangle-shaped ones. And they're going to be a lot bigger than your discs, and, they're going to stand out more because we want to look more illustrious in the skies. Think of it. We always want to one-up everybody. We always want to be the best at everything. So I believe the TR-3Bs are our own crafts. There has been a shit ton of UFO sightings in the last 3 or 4 days of, like, red and orangish orbs, like giant fireballs. And I've seen Chinese lanterns, and, Chinese lanterns almost look like that. But these things were extremely large and way bigger than any Chinese lantern could be. And I seen it in numerous videos. I don't understand what that is. We got that along with the blue light shit happening. Like I said, every single day. And I've checked for the last 2 weeks, damn near, every single day there's been a sighting somewhere and somebody's captured something on video. Oh no, we don't have the, technology to beat them, but we do have technology that we're not disclosing to the people. We do have our own crafts that we, re-engineered from theirs, basically. And we use them to fly to different planets in our solar system. People are constantly catching the TR-3s in space. I've seen tons of videos of, like, space video. And it's the TR3. It's always the triangle ones. That's us. We're flying around different planets up there, people. Come on, man. You got to be fools to think we're not. You got to be fools to think we're not. We got it. You got it. Yeah, baby, we got it. Fly to Venus. Fly to Mars. According to John Lear, Venus is almost like Earth. It's green. It's green. It has fucking trees and plant life on it. And it's almost like Earth. But John Lear and his people, who are, I believe, credible, because he only deals with the most credible types of people, say that it's almost like Earth. It's like 80%, and 90%, something close to ours or something like that. But they don't teach that and they don't tell us that. They want us to think it's this molten rock, volcanic bullshit. I'm sure there's bases there if that's the case. I'm sure we have people living there if that's the case. And no wonder Venus was so bright in the sky, because the electricity that they're producing on Venus. We have electricity here on Earth. I'm sure if you're on the moon and you look back at Earth at nighttime, maybe you could probably see places lit up like dots of light. You get what I'm saying? And from a distance, it might look like a ball of light. So maybe that's why Venus has been so fucking bright past couple years. Maybe it's because the electricity bill done raised since we started building bases on there and had to put troops on there to see what the fuck they're doing when they're inside, doing whatever they do inside their fucking bases. Boom! Just solved it right there. I just solved the problem why Venus has been lighting up brighter than it ever has been the past 2 fucking seasons. And that's right. You get nothing but truth here. My version of the truth. But everyone's entitled to their opinion on here, I'm always up for healthy debate and things like that, so. But, disclosure has happened. You have to read between the lines. Disclosure has already happened for me, because I already know they exist, and I already know all this stuff's true. I know the shit that's true and not true. Any fool could figure that out for himself. But I want disclosure for the skeptics. I want disclosure for the trolls. That's who I want disclosure for. I want disclosure for them so we can shut everybody the fuck up. You know what I mean? And the people that were non-believers are now going to be believers. That's what I want. That's the ultimate goal. It always has been. Planet X, Nibiru. I don't see any signs of that. I don't. And I've been looking for years. I've seen some strange shit in the skies that could have possibly been a planet. I'm not sure, but the years just keep going on, and this Planet X thing just keeps getting stretched out. At least with UFOs, that shit's been around for, tons of years, and people have known this shit has existed for tons of years. Now, if Planet X did exist, that would be a major thing. I would want disclosure on that. I would want to know about that. But I believe, and my true belief is, this comes first. This has to come first. There's been too many people fighting, busting their ass for this not to be the thing disclosed. You understand? It's going to happen. I know I sound stupid saying that, but it's going to happen eventually. They will die as they will live, as sheeple. Yeah, Boost, you're exactly fucking right. I couldn't have said it better myself, Boost. I could not have said it fucking better myself. You are absolutely right, brother. Absolutely right. They don't need it because those are the ones that stay part of the plan. Lights. We have New York City. We have Louisiana. We have reports of Michigan and reports coming towards Canada. That's 4 different reports of the lights at the same time on the same night. What could have possibly happened? Were they all grids being attacked? I don't think that they were. So I don't know. Maybe something major actually happened in space. That blue shit I was seeing, that's just a bigger version of what I seen last year when I used to talk about the Blue Beam Project, when I used to see them holographic blue lights would just, it would turn on and it would be sitting there in the sky. And then all of a sudden, It was like someone was turning on and off a switch. Boom. It would light up. Boom. And then it would be gone. And it would do it for like an hour or so every fucking night. It did it for almost 2 months, people. And I captured a lot of it on video. I don't have those videos anymore. I'm sure somebody has them because, you know, everyone loves fucking recording my shit. So, you know, it's an obsession. People are obsessed with this guy. Why? Because I look like John Travolta in fucking Saturday Night Fever? Is that why you're fucking so obsessed? Damn trolls, man. Scary obsessions. Not only blue lights, but these orange orbs now. A lot of reports of these things being seen. Few daytime sightings been seen as well. That's always a good thing to get a daytime sighting. Those are better sightings. It'd help be more credible if they were daytime sightings, because at least in the day you can make out, you know, what color it is, shit like that. At night you just see lights. You don't really fucking know. You can't really make out the make and model of the craft unless you're fucking basically underneath the thing looking up at it. People are abducted every day. I seen this one news report about this one certain area where there's just been missing people since like the 80s, and there's like a cluster of missing people there. And the count's like fucking 487. It's like over 400 people in the last like fucking 80s, 90s, and 2000s from just like the same town, like the same area. It's fucking nuts. It's like a wooded, you know, mountainous region. But one leads to believe that, you know, they never found no bodies, no traces, no leads, no nothing of these people's whereabouts. So that leads me to believe that those, probably a good 80 to 90% of those 400 people were probably abductions. And the 10 to 15% that wasn't was, you know, accidents or murders, you know, people don't report, you know, shit like that. You know, a pervert, maybe a little serial killer killed 4 or 5 or 6 of them. But for the most part, those are abductions. And they happen every day here on Earth. We see UFO sightings here every day on Earth. We see them with our own eyes. I've seen them. I know a few of you have seen strange shit in the skies where you couldn't explain it either. You can say with 100% certainty that's an unidentified flying object, because it doesn't have to be alien to be an unidentified flying object. It just has to be unidentifiable. Like, if you don't know what the fuck that is floating through the sky, that's a unidentified flying object. That's a UFO. They're up there. I wouldn't doubt there's one above me somewhere right now if I went out there, but it's probably cloudy as hell like it was earlier. But if I stayed out there for a long period of time, I'd eventually see a mover. I call them movers because they look like stars. And I see them every night in the summer. I can sit outside for 3 hours and I'll probably see anywhere between 20 and 50 of them. They look just like stars. They're as high as the stars. They're not planes. Planes can't be that high. They're, you know, there's no aviation lights on these things, and they fly in these weird patterns. Like it's almost like they glide through the sky, and then they might do something like this or do something like this in the sky, and I see them all summer long, and I call them movers because they're always on the fucking move. I've only seen a couple actually stop and then start back up and go in like a different direction or something. That's only been seen a couple of times. For the most part, they're always coming from one general area and they're moving to another general area. But they're up in space. They're fucking up there, but they're so big and bright. You know what I mean? You know, people are like, that's the ISS. I've seen 4 or 5 in the sky at one time moving. Okay? It's not the ISS. So I know, and I've seen the ISS. I know what the ISS looks like. I have the ISS thing on my phone, and I track it. When it comes over me, I go out and I spot it in the sky. I know what it looks like. And when I'm seeing a certain sighting or seeing a mover, I always look to check to see where the ISS is, and it's nowhere over me. So there you go. Movers. I've seen them stop. I've also seen crazy shit. I've seen movers leave Mars. I've seen movers go to Mars. I've seen movers leave the moon. I've seen movers go to the moon. And I seen one of the craziest shits I've ever seen was I was looking up by the, I think it's the Small Dipper, maybe? I don't know if it's the small or the big. Maybe it's the Big Dipper. No, it's got to be the Small Dipper thing. I don't know. It looks like the little handle thing with the thing, whatever. I was looking up near that. And one of the stars that's actually connected to that thing to be called Dipper, one of the stars that's connected to it, I witnessed a mover fly right into this star and then disappear. It didn't come out the other side. So it obviously landed on that star or something. How else can you explain that? Maybe it shut its light off at that exact point and then I couldn't see it no more. That would be the only other explanation. Either way, that shit is in space. And that shit is a mover. And a mover is either a UFO or it's us and our TR-3Bs flying from planet to planet, going from Mars to Venus to back to Earth. And 90% of the fucking TR sightings are always near military bases or some kind of installation somewhere here in the country. If you see a TR sighting and they get something on video and it's coming from the United States, you can almost guarantee there's a base somewhere nearby that fucking thing. So that just leads me to believe those are ours. And that was us trying to one-up them, like saying we could build a better craft. Have the same, technology where we could defy gravity, but make it bigger and make it a triangle shape instead of a shape. And I'm sure we have discs too, I'm sure we do. But, that's like the older model. Who wants to drive a fucking Pinto when you could drive a Mercedes? You get what I'm saying? So China landed a huge rover on the dark side of the moon, never done before by any country. Yeah, I heard about that boost. I heard about that. Well, guess what? China's going to be in for a little surprise, I would say. Because I believe that's where the bases are. And when we landed on the moon, they came to us. They were surrounding us. Astronauts were heard on tape saying they're on top of the craters looking at us. You get what I'm saying? So imagine what they're going to get when they go over there with their little rover. Huh? There isn't going to be an unmanned thing? There's not going to be any people on it, right? Or is they're going to be astronauts going to the dark side? If it's just a rover, they'll fucking fuck with the thing and make it, they'll take the tape, they'll do something to make it, the effects look like not what they're seeing up there. They'll fuck with them. But if it's manned, they're going to be in for a surprise, I would say. And they're probably going to be warned. And I wouldn't be surprised if after this happens, after they go up there to the dark side, I would not be surprised if China doesn't go back to the moon for an extremely long time, just like the U.S. did. It's kind of one of those things, yeah, U.S. is telling them, don't go up there. This is up there. We've been warned. And they're like, somebody tells you something not to go in those woods because they're haunted. You want to go in there and you want to find out for yourself, right? So they're like, yeah, well, we'll find out for ourselves. Thanks for the advice. And now they're going up there. You get what I'm saying? I bet you they don't make another attempt to go there after this one for a long time. And if they do, they're crazy. Alalith dubla murik aklaklak fokada megraz are the stars. Alrighty then. New Year's was good, and I finally sold the little girl to a woman that spoils her rotten. How was yours? how was our New Year's? And just sat around home. I've been having extremely bad headaches the last couple of weeks, and last night and today, well, last night mainly, it just got so bad. And what it feels like a house is sitting on my head, and it's trying to come through my skull, and I have all this pressure sitting on my head. And last night I barely didn't sleep at all. Didn't sleep a wink. I was up. You can ask my wife. My wife had to rub my head all night. She was like putting pressure on my head because that would make it feel better. And I was just in a lot of pain last night. And today my head's still all, it just hurts really bad. Venus like Earth. I believe it. I believe there's another planet in our solar system that has to be kind of almost like Earth and have life on it, have plants on it. I believe it. I'm a 100% believer. That don't to listen. We don't listen to gibberish. I don't understand gibberish. I don't understand different languages. I speak English and only English, John. I don't know binary code. I don't speak in binary. I don't understand binary. I don't understand Spanish, French, Chinese, Japanese, German, Polish. None of it. I understand English. That's it. So if you're speaking some kind of foreign language, if you're speaking Latin, if you're speaking in numeric code, I don't know. I have no idea what's being said. It's not that I don't have the ears to listen. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Maybe if you could break that down for me and translate that on over to some English, that would be mighty helpful, Mr. John. Saturn, check this video out. Saturn shooting a laser out of it. Who was doing that? Saturn? What video? Boost? I don't have a link. You didn't put up a link. I don't know if I can have links on my live feed. I don't know. But if you can, put it up. I'll check it out. Or put it on one of my videos. Don't put it on this one, Boost. Put it on another one of my videos, and I'll check it out after the live feed. This has got to be the most disgusting shit ever invented. Sour Patch Kids cereal. Sour cereal. Now it's sour, just like Sour Patch Kids are. Who would want to put something sour in milk? The thought of milk being sour, does that pique anyone's appetites at all? Seriously. Why would they make this? I'll tell you why they make this. It's a marketing gimmick. And because they know kids love Sour Patches. And the thought of having some exotic candy that they love tossed into their bowl of cereal in the morning piques their interest, and it makes kids want to actually eat cereal and eat it. Even though it's not good, it still makes them want to eat it, and they bug their parents to get it. Therefore, they sell a shit ton of these. They know it tastes like shit. The people eating it know it tastes like shit. They just want to get it to get it. That is sour. It's like eating candy. Man, that was disgusting. Disgusting. John Travolta's back, and welcome back to Saturday Night Fever, everybody. We're going to do a jig here in a few minutes. Just be patient. No, I don't see the link. I don't see the link. Boost, put it on one of my other videos. Put it on one of the other videos on my page. Like the second one back or the third one back or something. It'll stick on that. And then I'll be able to click on it when I'm done with the live feed and watch it. They got him to play Gotti. And I watched the trailer for Gotti. I never got to see the movie yet. I wanted to see it, you know, about John Gotti's life. And Travolta actually played him. But from the trailer, I don't think he played, you know. And he's a good actor, don't get me wrong. He's a fucking great actor. I like a lot of his movies, but for some reason, he did not do a good Gotti. He didn't do Gotti justice. I'm just going to say that. I'd still watch it, the movie, just for the simple fact that I'm a John Gotti fan and, you know, I'm a fan of the mob, so that's about that. Shut up. He has a double already? Cool. So am I. So am I what? I'm going to try to quit smoking again. So tomorrow, no cigarettes for me. We're going to try to do it this time. Do it to it and do it right. Stick with the e-cig for a few months, then go to the patches, then go to nothing. It's what's got to be done for the health. For the longevity of the page, it's got to be done because I can't keep living like this, that's for sure. Smoking 2 packs a day, I can't do it. You know, I won't do anybody any good as far as trying to get disclosure. I'd be in a casket. The mob, oh yeah. Oh, a fan of John Gotti and the mob? Hell yeah, me too. Me too. Gotti was probably my favorite out of all of them. You know, he was the most feared, but he was the most respected at the same time. He was loved by a lot of fucking people. John Gotti did a lot of good for the community, let's not forget. He didn't just do bad shit. This guy did a lot for his community. You know, he did a lot for his community. The people in his community loved that guy. He was the Dapper Don, man. He was their saint, okay? This guy would see you on the street and just fucking pull out fucking knots of hundreds and just start handing them to people. This guy always took care of his own, always took care of his neighborhood, his people, the businesses in his neighborhood. Always took care of them. And he was respected for that. And he was also feared. It's good to be feared and respected. A lot of people fear me. That's why they hide behind sock puppet accounts. That's the truth, Ruth. Spinners. I don't like this big one. This one actually hurts when it hits your fingers, too.
What do you expect? It cost $20 and I got it from Mom at the puzzle. I like the chrome on it.
Little things amuse little minds. Ain't that right, baby cake?
That's right. I know that's right, girl. There will be a UFO sighting today, and tonight, or tonight. Tomorrow,
I'm gonna drive my UFO down.
during the afternoon, evening time, type in January 1st, 2019 UFO sighting. and a video will pop up. Somebody will get something on video. It's an every night occurrence now. It's happening every single night across the globe. And, you know, videos are coming out of everywhere. Fucking, you know, and I mean everywhere. Canada, the U.S., fucking Singapore, China, Russia, fucking Sweden, Poland, fucking Ireland. They're coming out of everywhere, so... Only place they're not coming out of is Antarctica, because no one's allowed there. And why is no one allowed there? Because that's where Atlantis is. And we can't see Atlantis. Because Hitler's grandchildren's grandchildren lived down there. The Nazis knew Antarctica was magical, okay? That's why they went there. Why else would you spend all this time and money bringing supplies and people there? Why? And they retraced his steps on hunting Hitler and found out he did not die in that bunker. And they retraced his steps and have sightings in going to South America. And then going downwards in South America, traveling all the way down to Antarctica. And that's where they tracked him to. Why was Hitler going to Antarctica? Why were there Nazis already in Antarctica? Why did Admiral Byrd in his expedition high jump encounter flying discs with Nazi symbols on them, and they took out their destroyers and their ships and shit like that? Operation High Jump wasn't about UFOs. We didn't know Antarctica had UFO capabilities. We didn't know Hitler had UFO capabilities. Operation High Jump was put in effect after we tracked Hitler down to Antarctica, because we knew he escaped. We knew he was in South America. We were hunting him the whole time, and there's witnesses that say, you know, CIA and shit was hunting him, and he was always on the move going down towards Antarctica. And when we found out that's where he went, and that a bunch of Nazis went there, you know, hundreds if not thousands and thousands went there, U.S. figured, okay, we have them all down there now, all the rest of them. They're going to try to rest up and then hit us again, but we're going to go hit them. They figured they didn't have that many people, so Operation High Jump wasn't that big. I don't know, maybe a few thousand troops. It wasn't that big of an expedition. There weren't that many people involved. But when they got down there, they were encountered with gray flying disc-shaped objects with the Third Reich symbol on them. And, you know, they shot at them. So how did Hitler and them even get this technology for the UFO, for the Glock? And nobody knows. But it happened. It somehow fucking happened. And Hitler was the first one, and the Nazis were the first, and the Germans were the first to re-engineer a UFO. He made some kind of deal with the devil, I guess. Or they got a crashed craft somehow in Germany before the war, and they figured out how it worked, and they got their top scientists on it, and they, you know. But we didn't know anything about the UFO fact. We just knew Hitler and them went there to hide, so we sent Byrd there to flush them out and kill them all or capture them all. Hitler had to be killed because we already said he died, so it was a killing mission to kill Hitler and the rest of the, you know, Third Reich. But it didn't turn out as planned, and then once we were told that they were shooting at them with UFOs and shit, we had to rethink, oh my God, they made a deal with these boys. So that's when the United States government started wheeling and dealing with the alien races. Okay, you can abduct so many if you give us the technology, because we have to fight fire with fire. We would need UFOs to fight against their UFOs. And that's how we came about getting the alien technology, I believe. Crazy, crazy stuff to think of, I know, but I have a pretty far out there mind. Aliens rearrange stars to fight dark energy. I believe they do, John. I believe aliens have the capability to do anything. Oh yeah, for sure, Boost. In those pyramids, they harvest these ice caverns that UFOs are always seen flying in and out of, and I believe that goes to inner Earth or hollow Earth, and I believe Atlantis is there. I believe Atlantis does exist, and I believe it is in Antarctica, and it is down below somewhere else. Hold on, I got a call coming in. I got to take this. Is this Nevada phone number? Nah, boo, you got the wrong number. Sound like a black dude. Is this Nevada phone number? He said, oh, shit. Is this Nevada phone number? I said, nah, homie. Ain't no Nevada here. He said, alright, partner. Who's leaving? Good night, Debbie's leaving. Good night, Debbie. Yeah, I'm going to be taking off here in the next 5 minutes myself. Almost up at the hour. What was John saying now? About it's getting closer and will swallow your planet. What's getting closer and will swallow our planet, John? You care to elaborate on that, John? You always throw little hints out there, but you never say what it is. You never give people the full piece of the pie. You only give them a little crumble of it. That's why you've been seeing the energy weapons testing. Blue stuff in the skies, the energy weapons. I believe it. I believe it. Yep. So Planet X is getting closer to swallowing our planet then. That's what you're trying to tell me there, John Smith? Planet X is getting closer to swallowing our planet, and they're testing some alien space weapons to try to destroy it. Are they? We only give certain people the truth, people that wouldn't be taken otherwise. Well, then why do you come to my channel if I can't know the truth? Why not go to a channel that can and tell them? See, I look at my subscribers and us as a big family, John, and if you hold and harbor secrets from me, then I don't know if you can be trusted as being part of the Red, White, and Disclosure family, John. Created by black holes. Black holes. Black holes are a tricky subject, John. I'm scared to death of them. I don't want no black holes to come anywhere near us. If a black hole comes near us, oh, so that's what you're talking about, swallowing us up. Because if a black hole comes anywhere near us, we're getting swallowed up. But where would we go? We'd go into another solar system or another... That's where it would take us. A black hole would take us into another solar system. So maybe we'd be better off if we'd be sucked through, John. Because maybe we'd go to a better place, or maybe, Earth couldn't handle being sucked through it and would break apart? Going through that wormhole? You see the heart that beats there? There is a heart in there, that's for sure. It's not as good as it once was, but it's still ticking. Boost wouldn't mind being sucked. Sucked by a black hole, that would be the best BJ you ever got, Boost. I can guarantee it. Get sucked off by a black hole. Oh, man. Earth is going to have one giant orgasm. You could be right, John, and you're starting to scare me a little with this whole black hole thing. You know, we don't think about that as being one of the end game things very much, do we? When people think of extinction level events, they always think of wars, atomic bombs, they think of asteroids. But people really don't think about black holes when it comes to an extinction level event. And it very well could happen. It very well could be a possibility. They are out there. And you are right. You are 100% correct. If they did get anywhere near us, they would suck us right in. And I don't know what would happen to us or Earth. I don't know if we would survive something like that and, come out all right on the other side, or if, you know, maybe if you're in a bunker, you'd be able to handle it. Maybe that's why the elite are building bunkers, maybe, John? I don't know. Possibility? If the elite know about this, then why bother building bunkers that they think will help them? You get what I'm saying? What's the point of building these underground bunkers, John, our government, if it's a black hole? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, a black hole would suck in Earth. I mean, underground bunker I don't think would help you, would it? Not sure. We would make the journey? Sweet. So we're not going to die then. Or just the planet's making the journey, but everything on it is not making the journey. So you're saying if you're in a bunker, you'd be safe. You'd make the journey if you're in a bunker. It's all stuff to think about here, John. You got my mind going now, John. I'm going to start after studying black holes now. Yeah, right, Boost? Hell yeah, Boost. That's right. Tell us, when's it going to hit, John? When's the black hole coming first, John? Could we have a rough estimate here? You know, maybe within a month or so? Greatly appreciate. Yeah, nothing scares me, John. I'm prepared. I know something is going to happen to Earth. I know an extinction level event is coming. You know, it's only inevitable. Asteroids can happen. Black holes can happen. It's coming. They're just buying more time. How could you buy more time, though? I don't get it. If a black hole's coming, you can't really distract it for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? It's coming. If it's coming, it's coming. 2025. All right. So that's John Smith's prediction. We're gonna get a list, and we're gonna make an extinction level event list. And John Smith's going black hole 2025. He's got his money on that. I'm saying asteroids 2021, 2022. That's my prediction. John's black holes. I'm asteroids. I think the asteroids will get us before the black holes does, John. And I believe, and what you would, and also you have to remember this too, John. If a black hole's coming towards Earth, a black hole also has the capability of spitting out other planets on the other side. So it could spit a giant planet into our solar system right next to Earth. This is all possible too. This could happen with a black hole too, because it doesn't just suck our planet in. It'll suck other things and spit them, you know, and it also has the capability of spitting them out from other realms into our solar system as well.
This is juicy.
Where do you get those stickers?
Out of my juicy couture book.
Got any more left? Ho, ho, ho.
Juicy couture sticker.
Sure.
Yeah. There ain't no more cigarettes.
Yeah, it hits a hell of a lot better when you hit it like this. No, I don't have no more cigarettes. I'm all out.
Where we going? Do you have money to help towards
I'm
that
done.
stuff?
I don't think so. I gotta count my money.
'Cause I don't get mine till tomorrow.
Alright, people, I gotta go. I gotta figure out what's for dinner, see my money situation. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. John, always a pleasure. Debbie, thank you. Always a pleasure. You know, you're always welcome. Everyone else, Akon was here in the beginning. I don't know, G4 stopped by. Boost. Thank you for stopping by. Boost is my boy. You guys have been great. Probably going to go live again this weekend at some point, so be on the lookout for that. I'll let you guys know. And if I see anything in the skies or see anybody else seeing anything in the skies, I'll have it up on the page. Think about that. Black hole 2025. Let's start doing our research, people. Peace and love.